Hey guys, Wolfie here and welcome back to the channel. As always, the usual disclaimer. Any opinion here is mine and mine alone. Now this is both a product review and a first impressions video. Now, kind of wondering why is because the item I'm going to be reviewing only has 2 flavors. And on top of that, I tried them both. The second one of the 2 was earlier today. The first one was not, I would say maybe a couple of weeks ago. And it's like it gave me enough of an impression to get something rolling regarding a review and a first impression. Now, mind you, I'm going to have in the description below only the link to the website of the company, because their website has a section to where you can get to some other videos where it's like they have a collaboration with one person and then a YouTube video. So it's not going to make any sense for me to put in all the more links than needed. Now, the company itself, they've been around for a little while, but not on a national scale until a couple of years ago. Give or take, depending on how you want to view it. So without any further delay, I'm going to jump straight into the product review / first impressions. And that is none other than the Pizza Cupcake. Yes, the same item that has been featured on Shark Tank US. The same company that reached a deal with Lori. And that was an amazing deal they did on that, by the way. Now, right here, I'm going to let this scroll for a little bit because so that way you get to see what's going on instead of the places they've been featured, like article-wise or TV-wise. And then the bottom that's going towards the right are the retailers they're in at this moment in time. Now, I think this right here is the vegetarian version. In the sense of it's margarita. The other flavor is pepperoni, which is for those who are more carnivorous. So we're going to just jump right into our story. Now, when it comes to order now or find us in stores, find us in stores section. I will warn you guys, they may or may not use your exact location to give you some store locations where you can find it near you. So we're going to jump right into our story, which should be giving you a more in-depth look of the company and sense of their history. They're from Brooklyn, and that's the man on the right is Andrea. The female is Michelle. Andrea is originally from Italy, just a bit of a FYI. So this is pretty much their story, all that good stuff. I saw the clip on of them on YouTube, with on Shark Tank. That was some really awesome negotiating skills by Michelle, by the way. So this is pretty much right here, their timeline. So there's 2015, 2018, yeah. 2018, more 2018 stuff. Then you have here them being with the Mets, all that stuff. 2019, all that stuff. They have here more 2019 stuff than 2020 with COVID. And I will mention here, when I was reading this part a little bit, the pop-up locations due to COVID, the direction they went into instead of shifting it's a really genius move, because you have to think about it. When it comes to things like the pandemic, it's like, what does one do to adjust and survive? And the fact that they made a key adjustment shows their capabilities to adjust. You could adjust, with the changing of the situation, you could survive. And that's always a good thing. So you have here some stuff with 2020. Now, it's right around towards the end of 2020 was all the East Coast plus California and Arizona. So basically everybody in the Midwest and parts that are not, then Midwest and then other states that are not Cali and Arizona, we had to wait a little bit longer. Now, this does mention the Shark Tank episode that they're mentioned. It was towards the end of 2021 where they have some stuff in the Northeast. And then you have here their collaboration with Chrissy Teigen. Now, I do want to mention that Chrissy Teigen was the second person they actually did a collaboration with, because it was before COVID. At was summer 2019, they teamed up with Mariah Carey as well. And Mariah Carey, for those of you who don't know, she, as far as I know, she has the most #1 singles for a female solo artist. So she's got more like on that than any other female solo singer, any female solo singer as far as I know. So we have that, and then for those of us like myself who lives in the Midwest, it was September 2022 where they managed to get a deal with Walmart and everything being more on a national scale. And then here, it was May of last year that Giant, Woodman's, and Foxtrot were the latest retailers to have them. Now, I will mention here for my personal take on this, it was Foxtrot, and I live right by one, and by that, within walking distance. So, at the Foxtrot near me, I was able to snag the margarita pizza cupcake, which is the vegetarian. And again, it was earlier today I tried the pepperoni. So with that aspect out of the way, we're just going to do this. We're going to go into order now, but we're not going into so this is pretty much if you were to order from them directly. So you have here the pack size, as well as the flavors. You could choose out all this stuff. So you have here the best seller 2 boxes. Then you have the best value. Now, so let me, if I could shrink myself down. No, shrink myself just a little bit. There we go. So this is the 3 boxes. Now I'm not going to do anything. We're going to be seeing the prices. Now, if you were to order from their websites like directly, so you're paying $70 for 36 pieces. So it gives you you can mix and match and just go all in one direction, regardless if it's meat lovers or vegetarians. Now the best seller is $50, which is 24 pieces. Now what we all get in the grocery stores right now is like the 6-pack. So it's pretty much 50 divided by 4, because if you're talking about 24 pieces, and each box at Walmart, for example, or even Foxtrot, is at 6 pieces per box. So you're talking 50 divided by 4, and that's about $12.50 per 6-pack. So for some people, so it really depends on your own individual financial situation. So keep this number in mind for the 24 pieces info. Let's see if I can get this. And that's $70 for the 36. Again, these are United States dollar figures. Now, I'm not going to buy any of them for the website, because it's for me, it's actually cheaper to go to Walmart and grab them. It's cheaper by a decent deal. So, we're going to go into the ingredients. It will tell you exactly what's going on. It actually gives you the ingredient list for both flavors. And then this is some of the other information tied to calories, fat, cholesterol, blah, blah, blah. And then right here is preparation methods. It's pretty much either oven or air fryer. Do not microwave. Fortunately, I never microwaved either flavor, and there is a reason to this. So it tells you to preheat the oven at 375 degrees. Place evening. So it tells you exactly what to do. Now this tells you how to do it in an air fryer. But again, so that's your preparation methods. This is the federal frequently. Okay, this is the frequently asked questions. So this tells you exactly like how they do like shipping, all that stuff. So it says here it's either ground or express depending on zip code. So they'll tell you where they ship ground and where they ship express. So keep this in mind if you're ordering from their website directly. So it tells you it's a really good chunk of like areas where it's like they ship ground. And they do use dry ice in their packaging. Now, I'm actually looking at this really quickly, so it looks like they don't ship to Hawaii or Alaska, and that's understandable because you're thinking those two U.S. states not being part of what's considered the lower 48. So this will tell you exactly when it comes to like the order process. So it's Monday, yeah. This is pretty much the information on their website, in other words. So, what do I like about a product, what I don't like, so on and so forth. That's this section. I'm going to check my time real quick beforehand. Okay, so I'm actually running decent on time, surprisingly. So, one of the biggest things I like about this product, because it's like, it's the accessibility, and it's like let me try to rephrase this. So one of the things I really enjoy about this product is that the prep is really simple. You don't have to have it like set to an absurdly high temperature for it to like bake, all that jazz. Because when it comes to frozen pizza, regardless of the crust, and I can't include cauliflower crust pizza here, is that 375 degree like preheat. That's awesome because when it comes to like health and safety reasons, I don't have to worry about the smoke alarm going off. And I am taking Andrea's word when he mentioned that the dough, because some people were saying, "Oh, it's buttery. It tastes buttery, but it's not." And that I really appreciate. Now, the one, and then I mean, I could go on and on and on forever for like with what I like. There's one thing I don't like about this product is that you're just limited to two flavors: pepperoni and the cheese. And I'm hoping that there's more flavors coming in the future, like a sausage or chicken or like red meat, like red beef, like ground beef. If that makes any sense. Now, there's going to be one item where people may not like it, but it's something I could completely understand, and it's due to the industry I'm working in. The fact that this cannot be shipped to Alaska or Hawaii. The fact that they're not part of, again, what's considered the lower 48. I can completely understand the fact that they cannot ship to those two U.S. states at this time. And it's something I can not only forgive them for, but also understand the financial varying reasoning behind them not shipping to either Alaska or Hawaii at this time. It's just a matter of them being big enough to do so in the future, which is what I'm hoping. So on that, again, the fact that the path that they went to just to get the deal on Shark Tank and then to expand the way they did everything right. And it's just like there's more good stuff about this product than there is bad. And that's just about all I can really say on that for right now. That is. It's just a matter of like how many more stores they're going to get themselves into. I mean, the sky's the limit. In other words. Now, when it comes to when it comes down to what I hope for in the future, outside of that, like flavor expansion, I do hope they expand it to Canada at some point in the future. Like, because like Canada's north of here, so it's like, I mean, it would be nice to see. Now, I'm with all that. I'll just do a bit of a quick recap here before I go into the scores. First score being the intended audience score. Second score being my personal. Now, it's not a new company, although some people will see it as that. Yeah, but it's the reason why I don't feel it's a new company because it took them quite a bit of time to like really get like things rolling. But they did it the right way. That's something you cannot help but admire them for. I mean, the fact that they got a deal on Shark Tank and then expanded it further when it comes to availability is just like, it was a really smart decision. I mean, if there was a food product that Lori was spot on again behind, this is it. Bar none. Now, what I like about it is like that dough's so good. I mean, I'm surprised it doesn't have any butter in it, even though it tastes like it does. But the way, whatever Andrea is doing, it's like he got it right. And that's coming from somebody who is more Irish than Italian. Now, the only thing I really don't like about this product is that you only have 2 flavors. So it's like the audience is like, can very well be impacted by this to a degree. And I say this because of things like food allergies and or food intolerances. And this is important to know because it's like, let's just say you like something so much, but you try a different version of the product, and there's an ingredient in that one where it's like you can't take it because you're either intolerant to it or you're allergic to it. That ingredient. So you have to try to figure out a way to enjoy it without dealing with the ingredient that is you're either allergic to or you're intolerant of. So I do hope, as criticism, that the Pizza Cupcake does go into expansion in the future. And pretty much the way they expanded into the stores, like how they did it, that's chef's kiss. So now we're going to get into the scores. Now the intended audience score is a perfect 10 out of 10. With the flavor aspect set aside because it's extremely limited right now, the way they went about this is genius. You don't really see many companies like working things out on a more gradual scale. And the fact that it's like the what they're using, like to make it taste as good as it is, it's like you can't get better than that. And you have to forgive them for being unable to ship to Hawaii and Alaska because, things are simply too expensive. And then you have a lot of like hoops and hurdles to like really like go through in order to get this into Hawaii and Alaska. So it's a 10 out of 10 on the intended audience score. Now my personal score, this is extremely rare because I almost never give it out. It's a 9.5 out of 10. Now the only things I'm taking away from the score is the lack of flavors outside of the vegetarian and pepperoni. There simply needs to have more flavors because you're dealing with like people who may have varying allergies or varying food intolerances. And that's something any company that deals out food has to take into consideration. And that is all that I have for right now. And yeah, I'm just going to let Sandy be. So with Wolvie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.